Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. Now, here's your host, Allison Gappa.
Welcome to Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Allison Gappa alongside Heather Healy, Mason Prince, and our very talented live studio audience. Guys, who's in there?
Very talented. Guess who we have? We have the pride here today.
How cool is that, right?
That's not all we have. We have Sarah, the OU twirlers. Well, you just saw her. I'm pretty good at that, too.
Yeah, let's not try that one out. We've also got Khadeem Latin in studio. We'll talk about that later on.
And coming up later in the show, we'll give you an inside look on how one freshman standout gymnast balances being a part of the #1 ranked team while balancing her growing music aspirations.
And coming up a little later in Face Off, Heather and I debate which OU team has had the tougher road through the Big 12 this season.
But first up, we like to start the show off on a high note. We call it Launchpad. It's the week's biggest news in OU athletics, and today, Buddy Hield was named a third-team All-American, the first All-American honor since Blake Griffin in 2009, also a first since 2009. The Sooners returning to the Sweet 16 against Izzo's Michigan State, Isaiah Cousins to Buddy Hield for the jumper. OU up 3 right here at the start of the second half, and Brandon Dawson giving Michigan State their first lead of the game, and Denzel Valentine's second half surge. Here it comes, a big 3. Michigan State wins this one 62-58. The Spartans continue to dance right into the Final Four. But while basketball is over, spring sports are in full bloom here in Norman. Mason, we're going to start with softball and their big win over Texas Tech.
That's right. Softball had a great weekend by sweeping their Big 12 opener 3
Yeah, they
games
did.
to none against Texas Tech.
Yes.
Paige Parker struck out a career-high 13 batters on Friday to help the Sooners get past the Red Raiders 9-1. On Saturday, the bats were out in full force as OU run-ruled Tech and hit 5 homers in the process. Then on Sunday, an 11-run 5th inning helped complete the sweep as the Sooners won 21-6. Oh my goodness. The team will be back in action on Tuesday at home as they take on Central Arkansas.
Well, the baseball team was not so successful this weekend as they took on the Baylor Bears in Wacky Waco. You know what can happen there, right? Anything.
Exactly.
But they finished on a high in the finale yesterday, not only dominating the scoreboard 13-3, but scoring 8 runs in the first inning alone. The Sooners are 18-12 overall this season and are 3-3 in Big 12 conference play. Hopefully, ending on a positive note in Waco will continue here in Norman tomorrow night at 6 as they can take on the Central Arkansas Bears.
Right.
Well, there's plenty of Sooner action to choose from the past week. Guys, who are your MVPs?
Without a doubt, my MVP is Shelby Penley. She went absolutely crazy this weekend.
There you
She
go.
went 5 for 9, jacked 2 homers, had 5 RBIs, and scored 8 runs. Also, her one game in the circle, she pitched 4 2/3 innings, struck out 5 batters, and got the win as well. So she played absolutely fantastic this weekend. You're my MVP, Shelby.
Well, mine is sophomore tennis phenom from Down Under, Andrew
Down
Harris.
Under.
That is my Australian accent, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome. I'm here all week. He took down the #1 player in the nation, Soren Hess-Olsen, in singles. Now he has 10 wins at #1 singles, including 8 ranked opponents. His efforts this weekend helped the Sooners crush the Longhorns, something that you, Mason, will tell us in a little bit.
That's right.
All right, but first up, we've got Matt McCullock sitting down with Norman's newest national champion. It's OU Wrestling's Cody Brewer on winning the 133-pound NCAA title in this week's Spotlight.
Hey, thanks, guys. I'm sitting here with junior wrestler Cody Brewer, and Cody claimed the title in the 133-pound weight class about a week ago at the NCAA Championships. Cody, that has to be a pretty special feeling for you.
Yeah, it's been good so far. It's a little overwhelming a little bit this week taking it in, but it's been good. I just been enjoying all I've had and the moments I've had with my teammates and the coaches and my family. So it's been good. Was it a dream come true for you? I mean, growing up, and you probably always envisioned this. Yeah. I told Coach Cody before the finals. I was like, as a little kid, I wanted to be on that stage as to wrestle in the finals at NCAA's, and I finally got to do it, and I won. So that was that was the best part about it. But yeah, it was awesome just to get the opportunity to do that. So yeah, well, your name is now in the books with the likes of Kendrick Maple, who we know had a great career here at OU, and he's now an assistant coach for you. Mm-hmm. Did he have any words of wisdom for you going into the championships? Yeah, he just said have fun. It's one of those tournaments you got to have fun and just relax when you're out there, because it's a big stage. There's a lot of people, and it can get nerve-wracking. If you just relax and stay calm and have fun, it's going to turn out good. So yeah. Well, Cody, congratulations on the crown and an incredible season for you. Thank you. All right, guys, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Matt. A team in pursuit of an outdoor national championship. The top-ranked OU men's tennis team in Mason. This team is just continuing to roll on Big 12 opponents.
That's right. It was 2 more home matches and 2 more wins for the Sooners that they took down. Number 10,
Yeah,
TCU, and number 7, Texas. The Big 12 coaches picked the Sooners to win the conference for the 3rd year in a row, and they did not disappoint, beating TCU and Texas each 4-1. The Sooners have won 10 in a row at home and look to make it 11 as they square off against Tulsa on Wednesday.
Well, the women's tennis team just could not get it done in Fort Worth this weekend, falling to the Horned Frogs 4-0. I know, right? They've lost 4 of their last 5 matches, so something definitely needs to turn around real quick. They're now 11-6 this season and are 1-5 in conference play. Let's see if their luck can turn around as they take on Oklahoma State for Bedlam in Stillwater this Friday.
Well, the men's gymnastics team had some better luck as they won their 4th straight conference title this weekend. The Sooners took 4 out of the 7 events. Michael Reed won the pommel horse. You had Michael Squires, who continued his domination on the rings. Yes. And you had Kanji Oyama and Alan Bauer, who shared the title on the vault. Danny Berardini took the high bar as well. The team gets a week and a half off until the NCAA prelims start April 9th in Norman.
I feel like I'm the bearer of bad news tonight because going on to women's basketball, they fell short in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament, falling to Stanford 86. I know, 86-76. Yeah. KK Williams led the Sooners with 22 points and 10 rebounds, while Joya Carter chipped in with 20 points and leading the team with 4 steals. It was a great run for the Sooners, and hopefully it'll be a better season next year.
I think so.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Don't go anywhere because coming up next in Face-Off, we'll debate when Lauren Chamberlain will break the home run record. Plus, we've got Khadeem Latin and OU Pride taking us to break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. He likes it. Okay. Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. It's now time for Face-Off, where we debate hot topics. I've got basketball's Khadeem Latin here with us. Thanks so much for being here.
Of course. How you doing?
Good. Are you going to join or help us out with Face-Off later on?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah. Okay. First up, we're having Kelsey, and she's with OU Pride. She's going to help out and have your first Face-Off question.
All right, what are you looking forward to most for next season's men's basketball team?
Mason, you're up first.
Well, Kelsey, I'm excited to see the big Spangler in particular. It's going to be tough losing to Sean Thomas, but you have guys like Spangler and Khadeem, who's in the stands, coming back next year, and you have Jamani McNeese and Dante Buford coming off their red shirts, ready to play as well. So it should be a fun year to see them next year.
Well, fingers crossed. You all are witnesses. Fingers crossed that Buddy Hill comes back for his senior season. He and the rest of the guards will be unstoppable on that hardwood. Not only do I want to see the third team All-American. Can I say that right today? Yes.
You got it.
And bring on Isaiah Cousins, Jordan Woodard, Frank Booker. All of these players combined. Well, I'm going to say this right now. Are going to bring us to the Final Four next year. I'm going to say that
Predictions are made.
You all like it. Right now, folks, they will be in the Final Four.
All right, this next face-off question is coming from Cole. He's also with OU Pride.
Lauren Chamberlain is 4 home runs away from breaking the home run record. What game will she break it in?
My crystal ball says April 8th against Arkansas. You heard it here first. I predicted the game. She has 15 so far this season, so it's pretty much set in stone that she's going to break the record. It's her last home game before a series in Texas where she has 3 games against UT and then 1 game against North Texas. So I think she wants to break it in front of the home fans. Lauren's going to hit it on April 8th against Arkansas.
Well, how sweet would it be? Picture this, okay? How sweet would it be to end a 3-game series against the Texas Longhorns in Austin and break that home run record? That's the best scenario it could be, right? She's got 87 career home runs so far, and it would just be the best scenario on April 12th. That's what my crystal ball says.
April 8th.
All right, guys, third and final face-off question is coming from Khadeem.
Who has a tougher Big 12 schedule, men's basketball or men's tennis basketball?
Men's tennis. Men's tennis was served the tougher schedule. There's currently 6 Big 12 teams in the top 25. OU still has Baylor and Texas Tech on the road left on the docket, and they have OSU at home. So I think the tougher schedule goes to the men's tennis team. No offense.
Well, it's not like they had 7 teams in conference to advance to the tourney, and I got you, Khadeem. Okay, they definitely had a tougher schedule of the 2. When you've got to play high-profile teams like Baylor, like Texas, and Kansas, and play them one after another, and Oklahoma State to cover Bedlam, just to name a few. Okay, and no pressure at all, right?
No.
They also had a 3-day stretch in the Bahamas playing UCLA, Butler, and Wisconsin. And those Wisconsin Badgers are in the Final Four, by the way.
That's right.
So you definitely had the tougher end of the stick, but the Sooners always rise to the challenge, and they can be, what's my favorite word? Unstoppable.
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 Yep.
So I got you.
All right, let's see if he agrees. I'm going to have you pick our face-off winner first. Is it Mason or is it Heather?
It's definitely Heather.
Yes, it is. That's right, Khadeem. Yes,
All right, let's see if the audience agrees. Cheer loudest for whoever you think our winner is. Is it Mason?
Man, that was pathetic.
Or is it Heather?
Look at this.
All right, Heather, good job. You definitely won face-off this week. It's now time for our tweet of the week. This one coming from OU Softball's Twitter account. Prior to 2015, OU had scored 20-plus runs 5 times in program history, and never more than once in a season. OU has done it 3 times this year. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we'll hear from an OU gymnast featured on iTunes. Plus, Khadeem, Latin, and OU Pride are in studio. They're taking us to break, so stay with us.
Stone Television Partners, Chesapeake Energy, Riverwind Resort, Anheuser-Busch, OU Outreach, OU Alumni Association, OU Medicine, and the OU President's Associates.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. OU women's gymnastics freshman Natalie Brown strives for hits not just on the mat, but also on iTunes. Healy reports on her quest for success in both worlds.
OU freshman gymnast Natalie Brown is a busy young woman. She juggles adjusting to college life, classes, sorority commitments, and, oh yeah, being a part of the top-rated gymnastics team in the country.
I normally wake up around like 7:45 and I get ready, get all my stuff together. I either make breakfast or I go downstairs because we have a calf downstairs and they have like everything pre-made kind of, so it's really easy. I have class from 8:30 on Mondays to like 10:20, and then on Tuesdays it's a little different. And then we go to practice at around 12. It's sometimes a little bit difficult, especially like during season because we're traveling a lot. And so we miss a lot of class, so we have to kind of catch up, but it's good because we're always given time to do it on the road. So it's not bad, but sometimes it is a little bit stressful.
And Natalie isn't a typical OU student athlete in another sense too. She's a walk-on. But Natalie, her teammates, and Coach KJ Kindler don't see any difference.
Here, when I visited, KJ was like, walk-ons aren't different from scholarships. If you work hard and you prove yourself, then it doesn't matter. The only difference is you're not getting your school paid for.
You kind of have to fall in line with what's going on our team. So you have to work as hard, you have to be as dedicated, and the difference is you're not getting paid for it. So it almost does take a stronger passion for the sport to be that person who's not getting paid but working hard every day to find a spot in the lineup.
Gymnastics isn't Natalie's only love or skill. She can entertain gymnastics fans at the Lloyd Noble or music lovers here at the Catlett Center.
I've been singing since I was little, but I've been taking lessons since I was about like 10. And I have some songs on iTunes, but I've written 12 songs. I just haven't had the time to produce them. My most recent song that I put on iTunes, it's called I Like It Here. It's about going from high school in my hometown to here. It's like transitioning, leaving all my friends behind, and you don't want to leave because you don't want change, but at the same time, it's good. And I don't know, I wrote it right before I came here. It's kind of an emotional song. 'Cause I like it here.
Natalie gets some rare free time, it's easy to figure out how to spend it.
Well, I like watching TV and Netflix.
Good. What's your favorite show?
Well, there was like a new show on MTV and it was called Eye Candy, and my roommate and I would watch that every Monday night. It was really good. After practice, we do our treatments and like our rehab, and then we cold tub. And then, yeah, I go home and shower because I'm all gross. And I kind of do some homework sometimes, or I just kind of sit on my couch because I'm so tired.
She has plenty of reasons to be exhausted. Healy Huey, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thanks, Healy. You can support the women's gymnastics team this Saturday at the NCAA Norman Regional right here at Lloyd Noble. Well, another team that made Sooner Nation proud all season long at Lloyd Noble was the men's basketball team. And Heather and Mason are now joined by the very entertaining Khadeem Latin.
It's more like drum major, Khadeem Latin, I should say, right? Drum major. Thanks a whole lot for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
All right. It's going to come off just for a second.
Good save, good save, good save.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, so looking back on the season now, you guys made it to the Sweet 16 first time since 2009. What was your favorite part of the season so far?
I mean, just growing, getting to grow up with the guys, getting a real relationship with some of the older guys that are leaving next year. It was a cool experience to have in general, traveling like that and playing in front of all those fans and sometimes people that didn't like us so much.
Well, congratulations making that Sweet 16. Now that
Thank
your
you.
season is over, what is the #1 thing that you're going to focus on in this off season?
Just to get better individually. We all have to come together and decide, like, there were some key things that we kind of were lacking on during the year that kind of hurt us, especially down the stretch. And I know that we all see that. So now it's just time for us all to take that one more giant step forward so next year we can be way better.
Tashawn Thomas was a big addition for this team, helped you guys get to the Sweet 16. Did he give you any advice throughout the season? How much did he help you grow as a player during the season?
I mean, Tay and I have known each other since he was in high school and I was in middle school. He was on our older AAU team. He just gave me so much advice as to say, like, just when you play with confidence. Every time a coach it's because the coach is loud with you doesn't mean he's yelling at you. Sometimes he just gets swept up in emotion as well. So really just he always just taught me always to stay grounded in myself. When I'm on the court, stay calm, figure it out in my head, and just kind of make the next play matter.
On the roster, it says you're 6'10", but with that hat, I think you had tacked on another foot.
I think so. I think so.
Are there any limit? And I'm 5'5" on a good day. Are there any limitations to being so tall in the real world?
Buying pants, buying shoes, getting on airplanes, getting on trains, getting on buses, getting in cars. Man, what does it start? Where does it stop? I don't know.
We have an audience question for you.
We do. This one is coming from Raleigh, and she's with OU Pride.
What was it like growing up in a basketball family?
Highly competitive. I was always trying to outdo my mom and my granddad and my stepdad and my dad. I was always trying to be better than them. I was trying to do things that they didn't and couldn't do, and it's just a great process to keep on doing things that they can't and won't do because they're too old.
Oh, such a sweet. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to have more fun with this one because if you can't tell, he likes to have fun. We're playing football toss. And until then, we've got OU Pride just entertaining us a little bit more. Take it away, guys.
Come on, Mason.
Move it for me.
Hey.
Sooner Sports Pad coming up this week on Sooner Sports TV. OU baseball taking on Central Arkansas Tuesday night at 6. They start their series with Kansas on Thursday at 6. It continues Friday at 6. Wraps up Saturday at 2. Softball versus Iowa State Friday night at 6:30, and women's gymnastics NCAA Regional Saturday at 4. For a complete schedule, check your local listings or head over to Soonersports.tv. Well, it's now time for our Sooner Sports Pad Challenge, and we have the very tall Khadeem Latin. He's been joining us all show long. And we've got OU's twirler, Sarah. She's going to team up with Khadeem, and we have our host, and we're going to play football toss. And how it works is we've got some trash cans on this side, and on that side we've got some footballs. You make it into a trash can, you take it away. Whoever gets all their trash cans gone first is our winner. So who wants to go first?
All right.
You guys?
I'll
go ahead, Mason.
Host, okay.
You go first. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, too strong. Too strong.
Too
Too
strong. That was
strong.
a little terrible.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, do we shoot all 3?
Okay.
Kobe. Oh.
Okay, not Kobe.
goodness.
Not Kobe.
All
right, their turn.
Not
Here we
at all.
go.
Shaq.
Okay.
Come
Here
on.
we go.
I go first.
Let's go. He's going to hit the first one,
He
and
is,
we're going
and
to
I'm
look
gonna be
really
like,
bad. Oh,
yes!
that was close.
One more. Come on.
You go. She got it. She
I
did.
Right in there.
All right.
I like the little
Right.
with the first. Ready? Like, this is
Yes.
my game. I
Let's
can
go.
do this.
You got it. Oh.
I don't know why they're so short.
Okay.
Jeez.
Your arm is too strong.
Okay.
Okay, I need to like.
You need to
I
back
need
it
to,
up,
like,
and I need to have some
been
more.
working
You
out
need
too
to
much.
Go back and forth. And
Not at all, actually.
Been a little too diesel.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay, Khadeem, your turn.
All right. He's gonna hit
He's
that one
got it.
too. Oh.
No close.
It hit though.
Man.
What is happening?
What is
Golly. Oh my gosh.
No.
She was about to get. Oh, that's way under there.
Okay,
Here you go.
it's our host turn. You guys have 3 more buckets to get.
Oh, we've got 3.
Yeah, hey.
Okay.
Thanks, Allison.
You go first.
Okay.
We're back where we
I'm gonna
started.
go underhanded first. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
almost got the bounce.
You did almost get the bounce.
That counts though,
Nope.
right?
It bounced in.
I'm sorry.
That counts though,
I'm sorry.
right? Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
All right, here, no, you're on fire.
You
Go
came
again.
out.
Go again. You got it. You got it. Come on. You got it.
Same one.
Yes?
No!
What is happening?
So close.
All right, you guys got 1 left to get, and you win this
All right,
game.
we're not even
We're
good.
not doing
We're
so
not good. We're never good as a team. Ever.
You should have been with
He's
him.
about to get it.
That was tragic.
It's all right.
That's
It's
tragic.
It's okay.
I can catch him.
Another one. Go for it.
That's
Come
about all I
on,
can
Mr.
do.
Latin.
Oh. All right, rapid
All
fire.
right,
Go.
host, it's y'all's turn.
Go. There you go. That counts. Count that one. Count that
All
one
right,
too.
we're going to keep
Oh.
battling this one out, but these 2 are our winners.
Oh
Thanks
my
so much for joining us from the entire group.
Dang it.
We'll see you next time.